Gawdlike.
What is up, people? This is Gawdlikematt, and this is a video request that was actually requested by my dad. And I'm going to talk more about that in a minute, but basically this is going to be me showing you my completed and up-to-date settlement in Fallout 4. So, I've already done the game. I've done a shitload of the game, like fucking a million different quests. That is in no way an exaggeration. As you can see, I've pretty much scoured the entire map. I've done all the endings in the game. I've platinumed the game. I've done everything, pretty much. I even did some of the new DLCs that have come out. And basically, this is going to be me showing you what my current settlement looks like. I'm updating it all the time, and it's undoubtedly still going to receive some updates in the future. And as you can see, I live at the castle, but I've fixed all the walls, so I guess I'll show you the outside, what it looks like on the outside first. This is my entrance, and as you can see, it's heavily guarded by. I got automated turrets all around the castle walls. You'll see them as I walk around the castle. But yeah, I chose the castle because, well, castles are fucking awesome, and it totally reminded me of like Skyrim and all that. So I was like, I totally want to live in a castle. The second I heard there was a castle in the game, I was like, that's where I'm living. And as you can see, I've fixed up, as I just said, I fixed up the walls. I'm repeating myself already, and I'm only like fucking like 2 minutes into the video. Amazing, Matt. Amazing. Incredible. Keep it up. That wall's fixed, and we got tons of turrets over here as well. Interesting story. I've only ever been attacked twice. I've recorded 2 attacks in total. That's a little bit of an odd structure, as you can see, but you'll know what that is when I get to it. But yeah, I've only been attacked twice in my entire time of playing with this game, and I've logged in quite a few hours. I'll talk about this when I get to it. Not right now, though, but you probably already know what the fuck that is just by looking at it. But, yeah, I've logged in a pretty decent amount of time on this game. I've only ever been attacked twice. Once by one raider. I got here, I quick jumped to my town, right? From doing like a quest or something. I was out doing a quest. I quick jumped to my settlement. I get here, I hear gunfire, like 2 shots, and then I go into the town square, and there's a dead raider, and it's literally just one raider. It was pretty fucking funny. And then one other time, I got attacked by 2 rad scorpions. That was pretty surprising. But, yeah, that's all I've ever seen. They almost took out one of my turrets, and that was before I filled in the walls. But, yeah, I've never been attacked since. So I got a couple extra power armors here. I like collecting the different power armors. As you can see, these are 2 different kinds. This is the Raider one, and this is the Tesla one. And I like having, mix it up, variety. I haven't collected every exoskeleton I've ever seen. I've only grabbed those 2. But yeah, this is the main entrance, the main porch up. You come in through the door. We have a nice little overlook over here to see the front of the castle. And then boom, lead into the settlement. We got a nice little staircase into the town itself. So this is my castle settlement. As you can see, I've logged in quite a bit of time on this bad boy. I'm pretty proud of it. It pretty much shows all my history and accomplishments with everything I've done in this game. I got a nice little farm going on here. Settlers dealing with the food. As you can see, I have all the ingredients for vegetable starch. So every time I come here, I can, whenever the food respawns, I can just make some every time. So it's pretty nice. Got the food station right next to it, so that's convenient. And this is my little farming area. I only got 4 settlers working on it because that's all you need to, cover everybody. This hunk of junk has been here since I used it for storyline purposes. If you guys recognize this is the teleporter to get into the Institute. As you can see, I needed quite a few generators to power this motherfucker. But, yeah, this was my setup for the teleporter, to get to the Institute, which was one of the storyline quests. And yeah, it looks like a piece of shit, and obviously it doesn't work anymore because once you get to the Institute, you can travel to and from whenever you want. But I left it here as a sort of, you know, like, whenever I come back to town and I see it there, I could be like, hey, I did that, you know? Like, it's a piece of history of the game, of my file. So, I didn't want to tear it down, even though it looks like shit and it doesn't work and it's broken. I left it there anyway, because it was, you know, it's a landmark. Right next to the Minuteman dude. But yeah, so that's that. Pretty standard. I got my shopping center here. So this is the lower level. I was thinking of putting like some tables. I had a table here before and it would look nice. I should do it probably. But I just got lazy. Like eventually you get to a point where like pretty much everything I have here is just the necessities. Like you see all the banners and shit. That's for happiness level because they're decorations. But besides that, I haven't really, you know, most of this stuff is just necessity, like stuff I needed. All these shops are being manned. And then you have the stairs here leading up to the upper level to more shops. So there you have that, which is pretty cool. That's my big-ass shopping center. The wall here kind of looks like shit, but there wasn't really anything I can do to fix that. It's like when I get to the up there, when I get to the highest level, I'll show you what I mean by that. But I got a couple more shops down here. And I got a shop here and there. Like, as you can see, there's a clinic in the building over there. And then this is my little workstation. So every time I come back to base, this is where I'm doing all my stuff. This is where I tinker with my power armor. That's my main one that I always use. And then I got my weapons bench, armor bench, scrap bench, all that good stuff. So that's my little work area. This is my my robotic companion of death. As you can see, he looks terrifying. And that's what I was going for. And he's really awesome. I love him. And he was from the Automatron DLC. Actually, I didn't point that out. This was my most recent addition to my settlement. This is where you build the robot. This is the unique workstation you get. The robot workbench from the Automatron DLC. So, as I said before, this settlement will constantly be being upgraded. Or, I mean, updated. Because of the new DLCs that come out that add new shit to the game. I have yet to build the monster arena. I don't know where I'm going to put it. But I do have the DLC. So I will be undoubtedly adding more to this settlement as time goes on. I didn't change much in here. Like in the rooms that are already in here. I pretty much left this untouched. As you can see, everything that's in here is still in here. I didn't see much point to doing anything crazy in there because it already looks pretty nice. You know, I didn't want to go mucking it up. But, yeah, so, and then we'll visit the highest level. But, yeah, this video was requested by my dad. And reason being is, my dad's a gamer, if you guys didn't know. As you can see, that odd structure overlooking the water was my house. So this is my room, my quarters. And, yeah, tried to decorate it as best I could, make it look pretty nice. I got my own little bar here with a TV, couple magazine stands for all the magazines I've collected, and the bobblehead stand for all the bobbleheads, because I got all those. That's my little desk. I haven't put anything in these containers, like I got a safe, a trunk. I haven't done anything with that. Because, you know, there's not really much point when everything goes in the workstation. Then I got a generator out here powering all the lights and stuff. And this is like my little balcony overlooking the water. So, you know, that's pretty cool. So that's my house. That's part of the castle. But yeah, as I was saying before, my dad, he requested this video because he's a gamer. He loves Fallout. He's actually the reason I got into Fallout. I have these two stores here just in case I ever wanted people to man them. But I don't have anyone manning them because the armor and weapons shops don't count towards the Benevolent Leader trophy, so I don't have anyone working them. But, yeah, so, as I was saying, my dad's a gamer. He actually got me into Fallout. He's the reason I even got into the series because he loved it and bought it. Back when Fallout 3 first came out, he got really into it. It was like his favorite game ever. And he just recently got his Xbox One, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I wanted to show him my town because he just got Fallout 4 recently. And when I showed him my settlement, he like thought it was fucking amazing. And he's been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube that people have done, and he's like, Matt, you should really fucking post a video of your settlement. Just do it. People will love it. And you know what? I was like, you know what, Dad? All right. I got a fucking video request from my dad. Who else could say that? So I was like, you know, I might as well honor it, right? Now, I wanted to talk about, as you can see, the wall's pretty shitty here when I was trying to fix it. This was the best I could do. Like, I tried to make it look as non-shit as possible. I can't really do anything about this little hump here, this curb. But yeah, like, it's crooked, as you can see, because of that gap in the wall. But there's nothing I could do about that. The walls don't line up. Like, when I linked all the floors onto the concrete and all that, and, I tried to follow the lines of the wall as best I could where the wall ends, but, you can only do so good of a job there. And like I said, the wall's crooked, so no matter what you do, it won't line up perfectly, but this was the best I could do. So, I tried. I think I made it look pretty good for given the situation. But hang on one sec. Alright, on with the tour. But, yes, and as you can see, I got fucking turds everywhere. I haven't done much with the staircases leading into the lower levels. I haven't done much on the inside. Well, actually, that's kind of not true, but the last thing up here of importance, here's a nice little overview of the settlement. I love looking at it from overhead. I think I did a pretty bang-up job, I must say. So here I got this little walkway that I added to the top floor, leading to a water purifying facility plant that I installed. So these are all industrial water purifiers, and as you guys probably know from tons of walkthrough videos that you've seen, undoubtedly you guys know what this does. All these industrial water purifiers are making purified water for me. So every time I get back to base after doing a quest and whatnot, I get tons of stacks of purified water and then sell it all, because that's a really efficient way to make money in this game. So this is basically my money-making facility. So I installed that, because that's the one of the quickest ways to make caps without exploiting the game, which I'm pretty sure Bethesda took all of that stuff out. When Fallout 4 first came out, there was a lot of cheap exploits you can do in this game, as there are with most games like this when they first come out. But Bethesda's done its best to patch it all out, so that's one of the best, honest ways to make money. Wow, that guy's leaving a lot of fucking dirt in his path. But yeah, now we'll take a look on the inside. So again, I didn't do much, but I did do some things here and there. I tried to make this a fun, like, sort of bar room for people to hang out. I put a jukebox, some pictures, a bed. But ultimately, it ended up looking too weird. Like, for example, the sinks make it look retarded, and you can't get rid of those. And, so there was just some stuff that I could not build around, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Eventually, I just scrapped the whole thing. But I got a bed in almost every room in here because for all my settlers. And as you can see, this place is littered with paintings, as you will find out. This was one of the first shops I ever made. Got a couple more beds. More pictures. This room is like the picture room, filled to the brim with pictures. The reason why there's so many fucking pictures, and yes, I know it looks stupid, but it is done for a reason. It's to build happiness. When I was going for the Benevolent Leader trophy. And when I was going for that, what sucked was, and this is kind of a long story, but I'll try and sum it up for you. I worked hard to get the Benevolent Leader trophy in the castle, and ultimately, in the end, I couldn't do it. Now, this was before I found out about, you can actually get the Benevolent Leader trophy with one settler. And I only just recently found out about this. Back when this game first came out and I was going for the Platinum, I had no idea about that. I didn't think it was possible. And whenever all the guides that were up on this game at the time that were teaching you how to get that trophy, none of them knew it was possible either. This was a more recent discovery. This is the main room where everybody sleeps. And, yeah, so that being said, I didn't know. And I thought you needed all fucking 20 settlers to be doing something important. 4 on food, 16 on shops. I thought that was mandatory, but actually it turns out you can hit 100 happiness with one settler, and it's actually really easy to do. But Yeah, I didn't know that at the time, and I thought it was impossible to get the trophy in the castle, or at least impossible for me, because the stupid two assholes in this place, one being Ronnie Shaw, the old army chick who's inhabiting the armory over there, and this fuckface, the Minuteman radio guy. Both of them count as settlers to this town. They add up to the total of however many settlers you have. This is Ronnie in there. Neither of them, you can't assign either of them jobs, and since they count as settlers, that's a huge fuckover because you can't give them jobs and they count as settlers. So, but you know, there are ways around that. You could use charisma boosting items in order to get more people in here, stuff like that. But again, this was a lot of stuff that wasn't really known when the game first came out. So, that being said, I didn't know any of this stuff. But yeah, you know, I worked my ass off to get 100% happiness in this settlement, and didn't end up getting it, so I ended up scrapping it and making a new file, which I then got the trophy on another file, which I did at Sanctuary. I'm not going to bother showing you that settlement, though, because that was purely just for the trophy. This is actually my main file, the settlement that I'm always, you know, updating still to this day. Whenever, you know, the new DLCs come out, I'll be adding more to this, undoubtedly. But yeah, this is my settlement so far. As you can see, it's seen a lot of, you know, work put into it, and my dad thought it would be a really cool idea to show people what I've done here. And this video probably would have been a lot more popular when the game was still new on the market. And yeah, I don't deny that. I probably should have made this video sooner, but I don't care that it's late. You know, it's a request from my dad. I didn't really think to do it before then, strangely enough. And shout out to my dad. So I just wanted to do that for him. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. This has pretty much been my settlement, and let me know what you guys think. If you like what I've done here, you know, if you have any ideas, feel free to leave a comment. I'm open to suggestions here. But yeah, as I said, I was thinking of, you know, installing some tables in there and to make it look nice. But again, that's just, you know, random fucking time-killing bullshit that you don't have to do. It just makes it look nice. You don't have to do it. Most of everything I've done here has been by necessity. And everything that is here for a reason. So, you know, I'm pretty damn proud of my settlement. You know, it feels like my home in Fallout. Whenever I come back from a mission, you know, it feels nice to fucking come home. Come back to my castle and see all the fucknuts doing their jobs that I make them do because they're my slaves. No, I'm just kidding, settlers. I love you! But yeah, so yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed. It was fun. And, still more to come in the future, like I said. And if you guys enjoyed this video, or if you're interested in me as a YouTuber, I do a lot of gameplay commentary, video guides, stuff like that. And I have a lot of that on Fallout. And I'm covering the DLCs as well. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, maybe you should check out my channel. Just a heads up, just to let you guys know. And, you know, if you want to see more Fallout content from me. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video. So again, hope you enjoyed. And, take care.